Today we're taking a look at these NCAAF matches, which are happening on Tuesday, November 23, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Buffalo vs Ball State. Buffalo is averaging 30.5 points per game. They are averaging 217.4 passing yards and 199.8 rushing yards per game. Matt Myers has completed 59.4% of his passes for 515 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception, while filling in for an injured Kyle Vantris. Dylan McDuffie leads the team with 982 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns, while Quian Williams leads the team with 805 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Buffalo has struggled defensively, giving up 30.8 points per game. They gave up 33 points in their last game and will need to do a better job if they want to win this game. Ball State is averaging 24.8 points per game. They are averaging 202.7 passing yards and 141.5 rushing yards per game. Drew Plitt has completed 60.5% of his passes for 2,072 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Carson Steele leads the team with 784 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns, while Justin Hall leads the team with 606 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. Ball State has struggled defensively, giving up 28.6 points per game. They gave up 37 points in their last game and will need a significantly better performance if they want to get the win. Our first betting advice is to pick Ball State Cardinals -6. Ball State was outgained 567 to 329 in total yards against Central Michigan and 26 to 18 in first downs. Production on both sides was pretty even, as Central Michigan ran for 285 yards and passed for 282 yards, while Ball State passed for 170 yards and rushed for 159. The Buffalo Bulls will try to avoid ending the season on a 4-game losing streak when they travel to Ball State Tuesday. The Bulls were 4-4 overall and 2-2 in the MAC, but have since lost to Bowling Green 56-44, Miami 45-18, and Northern Illinois 33-27 in overtime last Wednesday. This season, the Bulls have wins over Wagner 69-7, Old Dominion 35-24, Ohio 27-26, and Akron 45-10. Before the current 3-game skid, the Bulls have also lost to Nebraska 28-3, Coastal Carolina 28-25, Western Michigan 24-17, and Kent State 48-38. Our second betting advice is to pick over 59. Western Michigan vs Northern Illinois. Western Michigan is coming off a tough loss on the road last week to Eastern Michigan 22-21. Ellaby was solid, throwing for over 300 yards on 22-29 passing and 1 touchdown. He added 1 interception too, which occurred on the final drive, as the Broncos were trying to get into game-winning field goal range late in the 4th. Ellaby will need to be at his very best to knock off this Huskies team. The Huskies are coming off an overtime win at Buffalo last Wednesday. Buffalo tied the game in the final seconds of regulation. They then proceeded to fumble on the 2-yard line, and Clint Ratkovich took the rock 25 yards to Paydirt on the first play of the Huskies' possession in overtime. Rocky Lombardi was not very impressive in this last game, throwing for just 197 yards on 17-27 with no touchdowns and only 14 yards on the ground. Our first betting advice is to pick Northern Illinois Huskies +4. The Northern Illinois defense played well last week, but overall the unit is a weakness. They have squandered at least 27 points in 4 straight games. The rush defense is decent, placing 65th overall, while the pass defense is pegged at 115th. The Huskies stand 45th in the FBS, with an average of 31.6 points. They are allowing an average of 32.7 points, landing them 109th. The Broncos' defense rebounded with a solid effort in the loss to Eastern Michigan. This comes after allowing over 40 points to a poor Akron team. The underlying numbers are good, ranking 32nd against the pass and 42nd against the run. Western Michigan is scoring an average of 29.8 points, good for 60th in the FBS. They are allowing an average of 29.3 points, landing them 89th overall. Our second betting advice is to pick over.